What's up, guys? This is JTQ9 of SSx1, and welcome back to the channel. Season 45, war number 7. And we have two things that happened in this war that have not happened in a very, very long time, or at least to my recollection. Number one being we are facing off against KENOB, an alliance that once was atop of the throne many seasons ago. So we haven't seen them in a while, so I guess they're having a resurgence. And number two, I think I was the first, if not the second person to join the war and get all of my fights done. So now I get to sit back for the next 24, 48 hours and just stress about how everyone else is doing. So anyway, what can you do? So I've got a quick 4-fight war coming at you this time. Started off with Chavez, again with Blade, Tactic Champ. Very simple, power back boost, get the first heavy and to get the slow up so she can't go unstoppable on me, and just ground and pound with the SP2. So nothing overly complicated here. This Void fight, I had the option to bring in Mole Man or bring in Ghost Rider for the synergy with Blade for my Morbius fight that's coming up. And initially I was like, whatever, it's Blade, it's easy, no problem. And then after I joined, I read the note, I was heal blocked the entire time. And knowing that with the heal block up, I also take damage because it's Void and it's a debuff. So, not having planned this out particularly well, I then decided to fast forward and SP2 spam him to get him down as quick as possible, not worrying about the timer, not worrying about anything, just to make sure that I didn't take too much damage, because going into this Morbius fight, which I have on Hazard Shift coming up, I knew I would have to heal up, which sucks. And on a side note, oh man, I was so stupid, so dumb in this. So I joined the war, and I went up to, I burned 2 energies getting up to my first fight, and I was like, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna prepare in advance. I know that my path is 9 lanes. I'm going to buy one of the full energies just to make sure that I'm prepped, so when this fight goes down, that I can move on and not have to worry about it in case I had like a an invul boost on or a power start one. So what do? I move up to my fight, haven't taken a single fight, and I used my full energy refill. So I had 4 energies left, brought me up to 6, which was so dumb. So then I had to buy an additional small energy here to just, anyway, I was just really annoyed with the wasted units there. But in any case, with the Morbius fight, the tactic or the idea behind it there was to ensure that I would only hit him when the bleed was up, and then kind of that wasn't going as well. I was kind of getting cornered, and then realized after the fact that the damage wasn't too bad from the Hazard Shift, so then I just decided to go quick all-out blitz and just kind of spam the SP2s and get that going. So yeah, so I'm happy it worked out with that at least. Now onto this Rincha fight with Spider-Gwen. This one here caught me a little off guard, because what ended up happening was, again, it's a Hazard Shift, but with Tactic, it doesn't do any damage or anything. I'm just going to be healing up the entire time. But the thing that was frustrating with this is that I threw on a 200 power back boost for Gwen. My last one, because I've been using her a lot, basically every war. And I'm annoyed because when I decided to throw my first one earlier on, as you saw, my first SP2, because of One-Eyed Open, I took that lovely 18 damage back. So now I'm thinking, okay, well, great. So I've got this power back boost on, which is a complete waste now. One that I could probably use in a future war. He's healing up relatively, not quickly necessarily, but he's not losing his health nearly as fast as I thought he was. It's like, all right, we're gonna change this. We're gonna see if the SP3 does any more damage. It did some decent damage, but again, not necessarily more than what a couple SP1s would do. So then I elected after this point to just spam kind of the SP1, just to make sure slow was up in case I, got him to the 10 charges in the corner where he would go unstoppable, and then that way, so the fight can't get kind of dicey there. I was just trying to keep the slow up as much as possible. So anytime he was essentially throwing his SP1, I was trying to heavy counter it, just again to get that slow up, just in case. But as you see with the fight, he's healing, at 200-300 per tick every time that slows up. So it's for those situations there where kind of all the debuffs are off, where I was just kind of nervous, but he was going down, although I was kind of getting cornered here. And then just kind of plugging away, trying to play as safe as possible, knowing it was my last fight, knowing I didn't have to heal anything up, and was able to take him down. So that was the end of my war. Everything went pretty well, short and sweet. First one finished. And we ended up taking this war 9-1, so KENOB has not returned to their old former self of glory as of yet. And that moves us to 5 wins and 2 losses in the season. I realized in my previous video I had us chalked down as a 3rd loss for whatever reason, and had to redo the ending of this video because I made that mistake again thinking we had 3. So no, we're in fact 5-2 in the season with 35 kills and 2 deaths. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.